when last we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elganan and Gillenane. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antom are working for Elganan and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antom want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
It's more than a promise this time. The Antom and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
And you're the reason we're in this situation.
We drove off the one the Venatori brought into Minrathous. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The Blight.
Those poor dragons.
Of course.
The Blight seems to be the gods' favored tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganan would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganan and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Right. Everyone should be free and uncorrupted when your demons and raw magic kill them.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the Veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The Veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the Veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
Do you have any idea what you sound like? You could have actually saved the world from the Blight, but instead, you chose to kill thousands of people with your vanity project.
It is not vanity. I broke this world. I am the only one who can fix it.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I've got enough problems right now as it is. That's one for future Rook to deal with.
Pragmatism. You will focus on the present, knowing that someday you will face the consequences of your choices.
Isn't that how everyone is?
I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes, we found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganan's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
I have faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
If only Solis had listened to us from the beginning. You know? Like, so much could have been avoided. But then we wouldn't have had a game.
Solus thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. Rook, when I was with the Inquisition, I saw some terrible things. But what happened to Treviso? I mean, so much death. Lucanus stayed behind. He said he'll be back soon, but at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
A dragon hunter would have helped him in Rathus, that's for sure.
Then we find one. Next time a blighted dragon comes calling, it'll be the last time it comes calling.
We can't forget the second dragon in Treviso. We should see how we can help, but we're without Lucanus until he's done helping the crows. Who knows how long?
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Just so we're clear, you're taking advice from this elven god, Solus. The Solus who tried to tear down the Veil? You really trust him?
He's been right about a lot of things. He knows how Elganon and Gillenane work. We need him.
As long as you're sure.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do? Let's get going.
Okay.
Okay, Balara. What's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
That's not spooky.
Good evening.
Greetings.
Myrna. Vorgoth. What's more of the Mornwatch doing here?
I've been writing to a senior Fade expert. Turns out he's a watcher like you, but I needed help tracking him down.
Thus we came.
You've done well since we last met at the Necropolis, Rook. Back straight.
You wouldn't believe what I've seen since I left the Watchers.
No one truly leaves the Watchers.
I mean, we were kicked out. As the Morn Watcher, you've been reunited with Myrna and Vargoth, fellow guardians of the Necropolis. Ooh. Yeah, to this question, we didn't have a choice. I thought we got kicked out.
I recall I was encouraged to travel for a time.
It's brushed the dust from your bones.
So Balara's been in touch with one of our own necromancers.
Yes. Do you know Professor Emmerich Volkarin?
I've heard of him around the Necropolis. Never met.
The professor specializes in the Fade and spirits, a truly powerful psychagogue. He's currently investigating a disturbance in the Shrouded Halls. Seek him there.
The place we were forbidden to enter as novices. Those Shrouded Halls?
You're long past being a novice.
Rook, prepare well.
Agreed. The Shrouded Halls have lately been restless.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds
Subtle.
promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravane, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Qun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravane like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right. Guess we'll be ready. I hope someone can. We don't want to fight another dragon without help.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
It's replaced pieces of oak. Metal. And created his own mining
Visitors!
crew.
What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkarin of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met.
He's
Well,
amazing.
in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl, what a pleasure. Surely you
I
didn't
like
come all
him
this way
too.
just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
What's up with his hand?
Rook, fellow Moon Watcher.
Rook! Myrna's mentioned you.
Nothing to scare you off.
She said you've advanced adequately through the ranks.
Oh, how sweet.
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
What's with the hand?
I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the Shrouded Halls?
Never thought I'd actually see this place for myself.
Things have changed since you left the Order, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should. One's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
Well, that's rude.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
I think their condition is Angie.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
I feel it. What a waste.
I thought you could control them.
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things. Masterfully done, Rook.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys are even bothering, to be honest.
I must free that bell.
If you need another watcher, I can help.
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it.
Okay, let's unchain it.
It's freezing. What kind of magic is this?
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
Okay, stay out of the pretty clouds.
This is locked too. And I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
Okay. Oh dang, we need 3 whole wisps.
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Okay. Hello, little wispies. Why are you over there?
The Necropolis wisps look lively as ever.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Can I, like... I cannot. Okay. Why are you flashing? Did you go back? Oh, it went back. Okay, I gotta, like, be fast, apparently. Apparently the wisps are scared and don't want to leave their house. Got it. It's okay, little wisp. You can have a new house.
Here's our second wisp.
Just waiting for us. Almost polite.
I assure you, good warden, not everything in the Necropolis is as hostile as despair.
Take your word for it.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door.
There you go. Wispy.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell.
And there's some
Here we
D&D.
are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
I
Any
don't
major?
see any of the more helpful spirits around.
Mage or not, every watcher must trust that the necropolis answers all proper supplications. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
He's
By
a
seal
necromancer.
and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here?
Venatori.
Oh, great.
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
The Watchers never taught me that.
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Gift is
There he
one
is.
word for it.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh. Think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down, so don't dawdle.
I don't like it, but
Shall
I'll
we
accept
depart?
it.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
We'll come back. I want that treasure.
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Hi, Manfred. He's precious.
Adorable. Is your assistant wearing the old Watcher livery?
Manfred sewed it himself. Eventually.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. I came home to find a necromancer who'd help stop them. A Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire,
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
It'll be good to have another Morn Watcher along.
My knowledge is at your disposal, and I could catch you up on events at the necropolis.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful! I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
Oh my god. Manfred's adorable.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Excuse me? Drawing on his necromantic powers, Emmerich banished the despair demons infesting the shrouded halls and drove out the invading Venatori. Learning that malevolent ancient gods are causing chaos to the Fade, the professor joined the team to help stop those mystical threats to creation. Unbeknownst to him, the Venatori plot is the beginning of a chain of events that will lead Emmerich to a dark figure from his past. Oh. Pretty.
I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom.
Yep,
Don't
I get it.
get in my way.
I get it.
I've got a good feeling about her.
I get it.
They haven't seen us yet.
To just
We can run.
explore situation. Dang it, Tosh.
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benarie Bala!
He said you're no warrior.
A Tashmar Tarost! A
This
Sitarala!
dragon doesn't belong to you, she belongs to me. The Kyun demands it. The Kyun is garbage. Oh. 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 Oh.
Tarala!
Mine.
Come on!
Oh. Okay.
We've company.
So, you breathed fire.
Yeah?
That display of fire we just witnessed. You're not a mage, are you, Taj?
No.
Did you want to
She's
expand
amazing.
on your answer at all?
We can talk later.
She's
Let me know when
amazing.
you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
We may be freeing her, but I expect the Vincimer will be agitated after what she's been through.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed. Hopefully she just flies off.
She's so pretty. Yeah. Although she'll probably never come for food when you blow that horn ever again.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader.
Front row.
Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Cool.
Wonderfully done, Tash. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
How much could you get for something like that?
A fair bit of gold if you're lucky. Maybe a war if you're not.
But this piece is not for sale. The Lords of Fortune retrieved it at my request.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Wait, were you not aware of this? Our contact here said you'd agreed to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Mother?
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tash. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
After we keep her alive, you mean?
Mother. What did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam.
She's got a point.
I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek.
As you wish.
You will keep her safe.
She's not gonna piss you off, that's for sure.
She strong-armed you onto the team just like that, huh?
Looks like.
Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
She just doesn't appreciate that no one even bothered to ask her.
The Antam hate magic. They always talk about how much better Kunari are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravane.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Didn't take the gods long to attract support from all the worst people in Thedas.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antam won't question what it will cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies, like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons, particularly after we helped save their city.
A debt the Viper will repay soon.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
The First Warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Gillinane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Why are we waiting?
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods.
Lucanus
in their
is
power
back.
and wrath, at least.
Welcome back, friend.
Lucanus, you're back.
I am.
A couple of new people have joined the team since you've been gone. This is Professor Emmerich Valkarin. He's our Fade expert. And Tosh, our Dragon Hunter.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met. So, a Dragon Hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice.
That's right.
Knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no recall.
At least he
Still,
forgives us.
It changes things. How could it not?
Yeah, I
But
know.
you're back with us.
Yes. Here to stay.
Ugh, that's rough.
Given how things have gone, I wouldn't blame you for staying away. So, thanks. We can't do this without you.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours. Until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
Feels like stopping two gods isn't the kind of thing that should get handed to a fresh leader. Though, someone needs to be in charge, right? Everyone's looking to me for answers. I have to be ready to give them, even when I'm not certain.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. I knew you could fill my shoes. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
I bet they're sneaky. They would be sneaky if he wore shoes. I haven't seen him in shoes yet, though. Tosh, a Qunari dragon hunter, lured a dragon from its lair with the team's help so that her fellow Lords of Fortune could steal its treasure. When Anton poachers tried to take the drugged and sleepy dragon, Tosh defended it and revealed her ability to breathe fire. As Tasha and the team, the surviving Anton fled back to their leader, the Dragon King, with word of a rare, fire-breathing Qunari.